Hello there, hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Let's get some predictions going for Miss Taylor Swift. Feels like forever since I've read for her, but I'm sure it hasn't been that long. Let's see, what's coming in for Miss Taylor Swift? How are she and Kelce doing? What's coming up? Let's get some predictions. What's coming up for Miss Taylor Swift over the next couple of months? Well, she saw something in the past that made her sad. Right now, it's Mad Day, so it's raining on her parade within her connection. Now, whether that's with Kelce or it could be a friendship, okay? She needs to balance. She doesn't understand that she will balance out her emotions, that 'cause she's drowning in these emotions. Just push through, and you will graduate to the next stage. So do your homework and, do what's necessary, and she'll be fine. The advice is to just go for it and push through the finish line. Complete whatever this is, but keep going, because the result is you're rushing toward the treasure value. So let's see, what does this mean right now? She's just, in the past, she had a vision of maybe how life would be. Maybe this is concerning a work connection. And she's pissed. Right now, she's pissed with the partnership. In need of protecting her emotions. So maybe within her connection, someone is not protecting her emotions right now, presently, and it's because they saw something in the past that made them cry, and right now she's just upset, and it's within her connection. She will balance out her emotions because she's drowning in them currently. And the advice is for her to just do her homework and keep going. Push through because you are the treasure. She's headed toward the finish line, and it's good for her. So keep going. Keep going. Because the momentum picks up. You have the courage to push through the end. So what is happening? What did she see within her connection in the past that has her emotional? It doesn't have to be the past with Kelce. There's something in her past that she saw that she's pissed about, that she's trying to bring into balance. She doesn't realize that she will balance. It will balance out, like her emotions will. But it's just something that she's seen. Who knows what that could be? Let's pull tarot. Maybe we can get a little further insight. Taylor Swift, raining on her parade. She likes horses. This could also be... Let me hush. Slow down. You don't want to lose what's in... You don't want to lose your diploma. Like you have to push through to the finish line, and then you need to slow down so you can enjoy the treasure. Is he trying to rush to the bank for something? Or is it to the aisle, to the altar? Like trying to rush to the altar. Let's see. There's the Knight of Pentacles taking his sweet ass time. And over here, it's like being in a rush. So slow down. Take your time. A 10 of Cups. Take your time in getting there. He's taking his time in the relationship, like presenting a ring or something like that. Okay, 7 of Wands. Defensive. About marriage. Queen of Cups. She wants to get married, and she's defending her right to do so. She's defending her emotions as well, right? Having to let her guard down to protect. She's protecting her emotions, but she's being encouraged to let her guard down. It's just that Kelce's taking his time presenting her with a ring, and she's upset about it. There's something that she saw, that maybe she saw the ring and she's mad because he's taken his time. She probably snooped around and saw the ring and he hasn't given it to her yet, and internally upset about it. Don't worry, you're getting there. And she's protecting those emotions because they're overwhelming to her, and she needs to bring them into balance. Like, this is just internal frustration. It's almost like she's playing this out in her mind, like he's not going to do this. I saw it. I saw it. Why hasn't he given it? He's coming slowly but surely to make you his queen, and he's going to rush you down to when he realizes that she's hurt, he's going to rush her down the aisle. He may want to slow down so that he doesn't lose his shit. But you keep pushing through. You're going to make it to the other side. Marriage will come. It's fine. If this is a work venture, it's the same energies apply, that the offer comes in slowly, at one in which you'll love and be grounded in, that you're pissed about, that it's taken too long, a vision of hers that she's had for a long time. She saw it coming, something stopped it, and it raining on her parade within her business partnerships. But that will level out because the offer will come in as she stands her ground and protects her emotions. She can sign the contract and keep moving forward, and it will be a grand payoff for her. Let's pull her some charms. We have earth, air. We have water, air, earth. I mean, there's fire on the board too, but everything's here for manifestation. So you're almost there. It's just taken a little bit longer than she wanted. I don't know if she went to school or something like that for anything, if maybe she's been taking a class or trying to get a diploma, but that too. Don't give up on yourself if you're trying to further your studies in something, because it's that too. You're almost done. You're almost done. Just slow down. Don't rush, so so you're not missing the mark. I would feel like she's behind on like having a family as well. Like she's behind others, and it angers her, it saddens her, she grieves those emotions. Well, yeah, things are changing. Beautiful butterfly, 2 butterflies. So perfect harmony between the 2 of them. They'll get through this. It's, right here, the pink and the blue butterflies. So they are both changing and getting to know one another and understanding their emotion. And they have great emotion, so much emotion for one another. But there's something about having a family and coming together. They're still far apart as these landed. And it just, it's an annoyance to her, plays on her emotions. They've been lingering around for some time. She may be exploring taking bike rides in order to get out of these emotions, to bring life in. It's a charm of like leisure, relax, because the peace and the harmony are coming in. The blessing is here, right? Doves. The blessing is here, bringing the wheat and the peace and the contract. There's marriage is here, and you will sail away. You will. Things are going to level out. This contract is going to be easy breezy, and there's just changes, and there's distance. But once the distance between these 2 clears up and they come closer and closer together, like they're in the same book, they're in the same chapter, they just aren't exactly on the same page yet, but they're coming back together, and they're going to take their time. Things take time, and someone's in a hurry. And I think once she expresses herself to him, that's going to kind of kick him up a notch. Like, I gotta get going. You are my queen. I treasure you. I treasure you. I treasure you, my love. That's just what it is. Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today's video is going to be Kendall and Kylie Jenner. Let's see. I'm going to begin with Kendall. So hopefully Kylie gets done. We'll see what's going on with Kendall first, though. Let's see for Kendall Jenner. What's coming up over the next couple of months for Kendall Jenner. What I do on this channel, I honor celebrity readings once a week. I do a long form video with a number of celebrity reads, and there will be chapters, so you can just skip right ahead to whatever celebrity you choose. They'll be uploaded probably on Fridays, and I do daily readings for everyone, just a daily reading, as well as I talk about my decks and do hashtags. It's a variety of tarot related content here, daily readings and weekly celebrities. So if any of that interests you, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's see. Kendall. Right, in the past, Kendall's learned some lessons. There could have been a passing, a karmic death. Someone that passed where she feels like they received their karma, or something along those lines. Like where karmic debt was paid through the transition of life. What else is coming for her. Currently, she's drinking the poison and is experiencing the wild side. So right now in her present, it's a little toxic, being unhealthy behaviors, doing things in the dark, behind the shadows, drinking, substances, toxicity, toxic behaviors playing out right now due to a karmic passing. What she doesn't see coming is that it's actually going to hit her, the sadness. She's going to be taught a lesson in, it's going to hurt. It's related to this unhealthy behavior. Like lies, deception, going buck wild, partying, unhealthy behaviors. She's going to be sad when she learns this lesson, or, discovers some information. And her advice is to go get help for her sickness. Seek support for your sickness. The likely outcome. She's blindly going to create something, but she's going to close her eyes. She may come out of this with a creative block. So it may come to a surprise to her. There may be some form of in rehab, intervention, family intervention, to let her know that this has been going on too long. This behavior, you need to seek some help. Learn some things about this pattern of behavior. It's making you sick and you need to seek support, but it's coming in blindly, which makes me believe that there will be some form of intervention, some form of creativeness, right? So I'm going to say an intervention, most likely by family. The support is by family. The mother hen, that would be Chris, coming in to teach her. And she's sad, she's depressed, with this moon here. She's depressed. It's mental illness is making her sick, and she's probably medicating herself with a substance or just unhealthy behavioral patterns. And this is a lesson that she just needs to learn and carry through. But there's someone that passed away that she blames herself for, that creates deep sadness for her. That's why she's behaving in such a way here. Let's see. Connection is on the bottom. Is she... Who was she connected to that passed? Let's see. Knight of Swords. Some kind of quick action being taken here. Your knight in shining armor. Yeah, to end this. To end the struggle. Someone's going to say something, speak something, do something here. Libra energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be Kim coming in. It's too much of a struggle. We're family. I have to protect you. Let's lessen this load. Let's, let the family carry you through this challenging time. Kendall Jenner. 2 10s. It's going to come to an end. A bright new beginning there for her. Like, let's just see. Bringing things into balance. Yeah, Mother Hen, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. So it's like Chris and it's someone of authority coming to protect the situation, to provide a new beginning. It's like 0, clean slate. Let's help you, relieve this burden from you. You need a clean slate. Like, it's okay. We're gonna help you carry it. Yes. It seems to be over 2 of Cups, or there's a new 2 of Cups coming in. There's new love that's going to span out into a relationship for her. Could be with the sign of Aries or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's heavy on the board as well as far as a relationship here. It's a clean slate, new beginning. There's something that was said or spoken that was just way too much she can't handle. And the family is just here to help her with that. And there's this brand new relationship that's entering in for her. So she's releasing something, though, from the past. This is like the new beginning, and taking that risk and having conversation with this person is helpful for her. It's not like just put in, it's not like Mr. Fix-It showed up. They could go very quickly. Like this, the next one may be a foolish one, maybe go too quickly, move too quickly into a relationship where it's like, oh no, now I'm over it. There could be 2 choices as far as relationships are concerned, and one's like meant for her, and the other one's one that she's been down the dirty road with, battered and bruised and the whole 9. Just like, I've had enough. I don't really think I want to power through, is it worth it is the question. Well, there's a healthier relationship coming in for her, something brand spanking new. So I would suggest that she try the new and stay away from the bad, because it leaves her just kind of worn out, having had enough. Like, does it always have to be such a struggle? Am I the only person responsible for the health of this relationship, this family unit? Some of y'all are going from 0 right into a family unit, whether that's because people come with children or you're immediately going to be blessed. So I don't know. I wonder which way that will go for her. Will it be a child that's coming in through this union for her? Because it feels like it can be, but she has to release the past because it's too much for her. How many wands do we have combined? 10, 19. That's the sun. It's happiness. So someone's coming in to protect her happiness. But Mama Bear is here, and she's gonna, like, you know what? Like, if I have to cut this foolish ass up, I will. You get out of her life, because there's a real one showing up. Someone shows up stupidly, and gets chewed up. And it's a romantic partner that she's been around the block with, and he's results in this, foolish behavior, wild nights, when she has this that is like coming in for her. Maybe introduced by a family member. Now, if all of these challenges aren't related to relationship, it's related to work. Like the work environment could be extremely unhealthy, and she may need to find something new, maybe even go to school for something or learn something, like a family thing. Who knows? Now we have the Two of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands as far as the advice. You need to balance out the situation because it's really run its course. It's at the end of the road, and it's time to make a decision, choose this, because this was too much to handle. Indecision, she's going to cut one of them out eventually, but after doing some investigation, I feel like Kim's going to be on the hunt, and she's going to break someone's heart, or she's going to find out that someone actually broke her heart and is going to make this decision easy for her. Why I say Kim is because she's a Libra, and she loves to spy. That was always her thing, being a little detective. 222 is on the board, letting me know that union and partnerships and coupling is a factor, and they are work factors. And spirit was weighed down heavily here. What I don't see is any earth on here, so it'd be important for her to take time to ground herself. It'd be very important. It's all swords in the four corners, so we're talking that there's some harsh words exchanged, there's a little detective, and there's some heartbreak and indecision and not knowing and uncertainty, and there's someone coming in quickly to protect. This Knight of Swords may run off just fucking in a hurry as soon as they might get chewed up, spit out. But she doesn't understand that this is coming in, because the hidden influence is a relationship, a soulmate relationship, one in which you could actually have a family and be comfortable and fulfilled. 12 cups combined. It's going to take some time to get here. She has to change her perspective on what marriage and family and things look like to her. It would be overall energy of the Hanged Man. So she's just at the end of her road with whatever, and there's some lies and betrayals, and conflict brewing, and new beginnings happening, and endings, of course, with the 2 tens, which are turning into clean slates, not even new beginnings, just fresh starts all the way around, entering into a union. So whatever that past karmic relationship is, she's in the past at peace with it, but she also, there's a karmic lesson learned by someone who literally passed. Kendall Jenner. Wow, that's too many. Well, she's going to be spilling the family tea with over a meal. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna see her breaking bread with the family. She has the family, like she has the tools. She gets the tools from her family on what to say, how to say it. Passport. She may be taking a trip somewhere. But it's in the reverse. Maybe she's hanging up her passport and she's not going to be traveling for a while, spending time breaking bread with family, relaxing, talking, finding and seeking comfort in relationship. And this is a sudden change with that lightning bolt. Swimming along here with the fish. Her money is smooth as well. She's a queen. Is this happy birthday? Okay, happy birthday. Maybe it's iridescent. It could be happy birthday to like Caitlyn, somebody in the rainbow community. Could just be a celebration of happiness and wonder. We have an Eiffel Tower. She's not going to go to France if they're asking her to go. Nope, she's committed to her faith. I think to her decision. Because she doesn't want someone here, a decision that she needed to make, that choosing between two. Someone didn't want to change. Someone's not changing. This was in the reverse. And it's what they're asking her to do is too far out there. Her faith may be way out there too. This feels like if she's going to celebrate something, she may celebrate something with someone in France for a birthday celebration. But with the cross, it might be like a wedding where somebody's getting married in France. That I'm not saying it can't be her. I'm just saying it could be her. It could be where she gets introduced to this new love that's coming in for her. That could possibly result in marriage as well. Birthdays and such would indicate, celebrations, unions, births. There's a lot of excitement. But she's done with all of the weirdness, right? We've got I want to believe. But it was in the reverse. It's too out there for her to believe. There's something, maybe they're promising this or that or whatever as far as work is concerned. And she's just like, I'm at the end of my road. I'm choosing to go in a new direction. I'm forcing myself to change. I'm choosing me. You might not be happy about it, but I am. She did, like, when it comes to the way that she earns her money, that passport is very important. No, not anymore. I feel like she's like, no, I don't want to do that right now. It's too far. That, like, the passport and the alien are both on, like, in the reverse. Okay, so I'm going to say that they're asking too much, too far for her to go. And she's like, no, I want to relax. I want to talk to my family. I just want to eat. Can I have more than 300 calories today, please? Can I eat that cake? This is like, there's also, since there could be a surprise party coming up for someone that falls under the sign of Pisces. Also a surprise party that's going to be quite expensive, might I say. May take place at a church or something like that. There may be a christening happening as well. But there could be an event coming up for her as far as going to Paris or France or whatever and reestablishing her faith. That's why I'm thinking christening or something like that, or reestablishment of vows or establishing vows. So That's what I have for Kendall. All right, let's moving right along to Miss Kylie Jenner. What's coming up for Kylie Jenner? It was weird for Kendall. But let's see what's coming up for Kylie. Oops, wrong one. All right. Miss Kylie. Past energy is Sweet Home and Thunderbolt. So something came into her home suddenly. It was electrifying. Could be a home issue, literally, with the electrical issues in her home in the past. Currently, she's drowning because someone came in and took something. We have a criminal, so someone's stealing her emotions. There could have been a home invasion that she's really emotionally overwhelmed with. It could possibly be something that we're unaware of. The hidden influence is her connection is poisoned. So she doesn't understand at this point that she has a connection or a relationship with someone that's unhealthy, it's toxic, or if she has a connection with someone that either has an unhealthy mind or behavioral patterns, such as substance use or so forth. The advice is to take a good look at yourself and what's really going on, because it's time to remove the mask. Stop hiding from the truth, because the advice is start looking into it really clearly. You see through their mask. What they're hiding. So that is the advice. Stop hiding behind the mask. And the likely outcome is that she will be concentrated on improvements, on maintenance, maybe doing something for the home, because for maybe security upgrades, so that something doesn't happen again, where a criminal cannot come in suddenly or cut the electric, whatever it may be. They could be around the pool. Maybe a fence around the pool, like an electrical fence. Someone's drowning in liquor. Kylie, or someone that she's in a connection with. They're trying to mask their emotions with liquor or some other substance to help them see. people see right through the mask. So if you're hiding and numbing yourself because you're afraid that somebody came in, that you were violated in some kind of way and threatened, numbing it isn't going to help. It's important that you reach out and get some help, and that is the likely outcome, is that she's going to do the work and she'll be concentrated in pouring into her own cup and practicing self-love and getting over this, because this is something that comes in very suddenly in her home sweet home. There could be power outages and such going on at the house as well over the next couple of months, where she'll be in the dark, and it's just showing up like where things, maybe a blackout or something, electricity loss, some sort. I feel like she's going to confront someone or be confronted by someone about what she's been hiding, how unhealthy it is. Whatever she's been hiding is unhealthy, and that she needs to work on herself. She could be having some vision loss. I think that is just due to the alcohol. Let's see. But all of these figures are masculine, so I feel like it's happening in her home, but not to her. I feel it's someone that she is in connection with, though. Someone that she's very comfortable with, and she's going to confront them and say, you have a problem? Maybe this is her confronting her sister. Like, I see what you're doing. I love you. She's not going to see this. I feel this is the intervention coming. And it may be surrounding an issue of a violation of somebody catching Kendall off guard at home. And she's watching her sister like a hawk because she's doing a lot of drinking. And it's sudden. It's like, come on, like, let's go, we're the wild side. And she's like watching her. But she's going to confront her and make her face it. And the help is coming. And she's going to be her focus is going to be on taking care of herself and maintaining her own self, right? Like, as well as keeping an eye out on someone else and making sure that, like, it's coffee in their cup. Let's see. And maintaining the connection between the two of them, even though she sees what's going on, that's not going to ruin the relationship. It's just she sees what's going on there. Yes, 5 of Swords in the reverse, so it's coming out of the conflict. Three of Cups, reconciliation, but coming out of conflict with a friend or, someone that they love. Yeah, closing that chapter, being celebrated for closing a chapter, completing something, a completion, totality. Okay, completing all of those challenges and carrying a lot of the stress and the workload, the responsibilities, helping. So past energy is that there was conflict that she was getting out of, and there is a reconciliation that has taken place right in the present time. The hidden influences that, like, they could be traveling together, maybe, celebrating, closing out something together as well. Some form of celebration. It could, where they're getting together. It could be somebody, finished a project, a movie, whatever, getting some recognition for a job well done, because it was a lot of work that had to be done that has closed out, and having the courage. So the advice is to dole out some responsibilities. It's a heavy workload, so lay down your rods. The work is done. It's about the responsibilities are just too much, so it's time to you can't carry someone else's burden for them. And you have to have the strength and the courage to hold back from carrying the load for them and allow them to address this issue on their own. Like, I see you, it's okay, but this lie, it's gone on too long, it's going to end. And then that's when the clear vision begins. So you have the ending and you have the new beginning coming in, and having the courage to stay focused on the work, on maintaining what needs to be accomplished, maybe maintaining whatever needs to be accomplished, whatever needs to be the helpful hand, however she could be of service. She's there to be someone's strength right now, and it's whomever this person is. I'm saying it's Kendall because of her reading. So she is the hand that calms her and helps her to concentrate, and and helps her get the work done. She will help her to maintain her sobriety. She's her strength. So that's her sibling, and she's going to help her sibling close this out quickly. She's going to bear a portion of the responsibility and help her sister get better. Yeah, because there was a resistance of it in the past, but that they had conflict in the past that they came out of and reconciled and closed that chapter. And there's a lot of work that had to be done. And they're very strong and there for her. We have a Leo on the board. Does it really matter? Let's throw her charms. Could indicate something in like August. Grandpa. Is saying, let it go. Close it out. So there's a letting go. And there's a grandpa spirit here and grandma. So there's grandma and grandpa are showing up. I'm sure they're both in spirit, and they're just showing up to say, you're drowning yourself in poison. Letting go and beginning a new chapter of the grievances from with the friends. Well, there's a wise person that's helping, but they stay in the background. They're just in understanding that there were some decisions, closing out the bad decision phase and embracing wisdom instead of the nonsense. She's, learning, she's being called upon to be the wise one and anchor down her family and carry on. She's being called upon for her strength at this time. So that's what I have for Kylie.